friends, happy St. Patrick's Day. I thought since it's St. Patrick's Day, I would make Irish soda bread for my family for a snack this afternoon, and I wanted to show you how I do it. The ingredients we have are 4 cups of flour, there's 4 tablespoons of sugar, Eddie's helping me with the camera work, baking soda, salt, half a cup of butter that I've cubed, 1 egg. This is kind of a specialty ingredient. This is buttermilk. And then here I have raisins. My recipe calls for currants. I don't have currants, so I used raisins and I added some orange zest. Okay, so I started with my flour and added the pre-measured sugar to the bowl. And then I moved on to the baking soda, added that to the bowl, and then a little bit of salt. And I used a wire whisk to combine all of those ingredients. Just want to make sure all of your dry ingredients are combined. I was doing all of this with really clean hands. I've become a really good hand washer lately, have you? All right, next, I brought over the butter. That butter is cold, and I used a fork. And I'm combining the butter with all of the flour mixture. You want it to be a little bit crumbly. There's no precision in this. I didn't worry too much if I had some clumps that were bigger than other clumps. I'm not really working that fast. Eddie sped up the film. All right, the next step, this one's always sort of fun. I brought over the buttermilk and my egg. I cracked my egg right into the buttermilk, and then I mixed the two together. This added some air to the buttermilk and also mixed in the egg. So those 2 ingredients had lots of fluffy air. And I'm just using a fork. No special tools here. There I'm adding my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients. And then combining them a bit before I pour it out onto my parchment-lined cookie sheet. Just trying to get all of the ingredients moist together. Right, clean hands are a cook's best tool. Now this part, you use your hands a lot. Now in hindsight, I wish I hadn't used the parchment paper. I was trying to be tidy. It would have worked better had I just poured it out onto my clean counter to mix it, but work with what you have. So I poured out the dough onto the parchment and just mixed in some of the flour that hadn't gotten wet from my buttermilk and egg mixture. I just wanted to combine everything. And then I sort of flattened it out and I added my raisins. And then this is the fun part, I kneaded it. Kneading is where you fold it over and then flatten it out and fold it over and flatten it out again. I did that about 10 times or so just to get the raisins distributed throughout the whole dough so that every bite, once it was cooked, would have a raisin. No big clumps of raisins. There we go. Again, the parchment paper ended up being more of a struggle than it was helpful. It worked out okay though. And this part is another part you'll want help from a grown-up. We got a knife and then you just cut an X in it. I think that helps with the cooking so that maybe the center gets cooked a little faster. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's just a tradition. There, I put it into a preheated 375-degree oven. Again, you'll need help with from an adult. Close. And I baked it for 45 minutes. There it goes in the oven. 45 minutes later, there My timer went off, and there's my Irish soda bread. It looks delicious. It's huge. Oh, I can't wait to try some. There we go. Okay. Friends, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy cooking in the kitchen with your mom too.